Welcome back, everybody. Let's go to 30 days of React. And where are we at? And I think before that also, let's see our plan today. React, I think I have to, it is Spring, so I can get it by Spring, React Spring. Today we'll talk about class-based components, state, event handling, and form. This is good enough for us, and it's not going to be hard. You learned already components, functional components, and today we change it to class-based component. Yep. And you told me also to learn some functional programming. I think first I have to talk about that. Okay, now let me just get the, which one was it? I thought, yeah, this one is our sources. You asked for it, and now let's talk about functional programming again. I can just create an index file, just index.html. I can call it a functional programming HTML. Is that okay if I give it such kind of fancy name? Okay, because we're about, and for some reason this is changing to, let me just get it back to HTML. Let's see, taking no time. HTML, and it will generate for me, and I just change also. Okay, functional programming, and we can write our script here. Maybe I can call it also just functional programming.js. I don't have that file yet. Even maybe I can create another folder inside functional programming. Or yeah, and then I will move this here also. Then I want to also create a file that is functional programming.js. Yeah, is that inside there? No, it's not. So I can move it there. Great. So let's write some console.log. I love JavaScript. Yes, let's show our love to JavaScript. Yeah, let's run that file. What's happening like that? Okay, anyway, we're trying to run this and this and this. Control, yes. Yes, our love to JavaScript. I love JavaScript. Is it okay so far, guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Then we are sure that everything is connected. Let's start. What are we going to cover here first? Let's see. We will talk about the functional programming. All the functional programming are higher order functions. What does that mean, higher order function? A function that takes another function as in a parameter, or a function that returns another function, and that we call it a higher order function. So today we will talk about map, maybe also for each, and we will talk about map. We will talk about a filter. We will talk about reduce, and we will talk about sum, and we will talk about any, and find index. Yeah, these are the most important one. Yeah, let's start with a number. Numbers are so beautiful, right? So easy. Numbers, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay with this? Yeah, you feel good, right? When you see such line of data, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. It's just a collection of numbers in these variables. In numbers variables, we store these numbers, these arrays, yeah? Then if you want to see what in there, numbers, and I think it's better if I just put this. How do I do that? Even today I forgot. How do I? Yeah, I can do it the wrong. Yeah, now I remember. And I put this the other side. Yes, now we printed out this. Maybe if I want to ask you to create a function that change this to its square form, like 1 is going to be 1, 2 is going to be 4, 3 is going to be 9, and 4 is going to be 16. Yeah, we are mapping it. Whenever we say map, if we have 5, the output should be also 5, okay? Okay, now if I want you, maybe you may create some kind of for honest num of numbers. You may say, then console.log and none. Oh, you did it. Yes, we did, but I am asking you to square them, right? You may just do, you can do this fancy way. Yeah, but now we're just printing them out. We want to collect them. Then you just say const the new array, and then it's empty. And instead of printing them out, actually we can say new array, dot push. You remember that? And then we just put this value inside, and we don't. And if you check out the new array here, console.log new array. Have you seen? We managed to create a mapped form version of this. Do you think we mapped it? Yeah, we mapped. Map is that. And map returns, now we are talking about map. Map returns another array with the same length. That's why we call it map. But it may be a different data structure. Maybe we can also do it in a different way, actually. Num and something like this. Yes, for 1, 1, for 2, 4, 4, 3, 9, for 4, 16, for 5, 25. So this is the data structure is now array of arrays. Or maybe you can also change it differently. For instance, it could be even an object. Okay, how? If we want to do an object, then we may say okay. Yeah, the num is equal to num, and the square. Look at now, num is 1 and square is 1, num 2 square 4, num 3 square 9. Yeah, so it's up to your imagination to change it to any formatted, mapped form. But as you can see still, we have the same amount of data we have. This mapped from here, this, yeah? Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the traditional way. Now, instead of this, actually, you can write your own. I mean, you can use, now this could be a function, like I can call it const map data. I call it map data. So it's a good practice to change everything you have to a function, and then I can return this new array. New array. Now I have a function. So, and this should take also some kind of array. And I have to get the array from here. So I have to array, and then I can call this some item from or element of the item, but I can just keep it null. It doesn't matter. This can be anything, yeah? But if I call it item, then it makes sense that it could be for other generic. So I can just call it item then. Yeah. Now if I want console.log and then map data, and what are numbers? As you can see, it's mapped. So I wrote this function. Now let's use a map instead. Now I'm not going to make use of this, so that's why I'm commenting it out. But is it clear what I did already?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, map is so easy. Now we can say const new array, or then you can say, hey, numbers, I want you, or maybe you can say a function, and the function usually has index and item. And let's see what's going on. Console.log. Item. Why? Oh yeah, I'm mixing functions, as you can see. Okay, what's numbers is not. I thought we have numbers here. Numbers. Yeah, I forgot map. Numbers.map. Yes. As you can see, I was, by the way, I interchanged the place. This should be instead item, and then the second one is an index. But I think in this data it might be confusing. Let me see by changing this. Yeah, that's true. So this is the item and this is the index. Now let's, instead of this, what we usually do, return.
Sorry, what is the value of index in that line?
Okay, index means, for instance, what's the index of this?
1.
No, the index of this.
0.
0. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So now console.log. Let me show you index and item. Now I will show. Have you seen for 1 the index is 0? Have you seen it now?
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Now instead we have to multiply it by using this or a different way. Have you seen 1? We have 4, but we don't need the index, right? Do we? No, we don't need. And we don't do this, the consoling. Instead, we return. So now, in the new array, actually, we have the mapped console.log new array. Oh, yeah. This is mapping, guys. And if you want to make it in a, for instance, the way I did in the previous, hey item, I want you to be here, as you can see now, a list of lists. And if you want to change it to an object, this is very important, guys. This saves, see, this really saves quite a lot of time. If you understand what I'm doing here, it really help quite a lot. Yes, no, I'm changing it to like, yeah, but it depends in what form you want to change it. Let's just make it simple and item square. And I know, oh, did I destroy it? And I know you guys like the structure, I mean this functional arrow function. I don't want this. And then instead, I can put it something like this. We change it to an arrow function. Let's make this short. And great. Now there's no many lines of code inside the below code. The curly bracket, we call it below code, guys. So then let's destroy that part too. Also, we don't need return, and explicit return is happening now. Now you have, even you are not making use of the index, and we have this. And even sometimes you may see something like this. Yeah. But for me, it's really makes sense when this is inside, something like this. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see on the chat if you got it. Just write one for me. In the meantime, there was on the JavaScript. We go to 30 days of JavaScript and find a challenging question that help you to learn. Does anyone knows this some object high order function? It could be, yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. Give me some time. Have you seen this data structure, guys? What do you see?
An array with objects.
Yes. Now, for instance, I may ask you only the price, or maybe just the product. So let's do mapping, guys. If I'm interested on price, prices, and product dot map. Then I will have here product. Even I will also show you this structuring at the same time here. Okay, now sometimes if things is not like visible for you, if you just gate stack, or if you're like do not know what to do, just print product. Oh yeah, have you seen all the products? So since I'm interested in the pricing, I don't need any of those. Return just product dot price. Now if I do console.log prices, have you seen now my price? Is it right? €3, €6, nothing, €8, €10, and nothing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Maybe I may ask you, hey guys, this is your sale, your sale, what you sold today, the products, and then I want you the total amount of euro you acquired today.
Would it be possible to send the products array in the chat?
Yes.
Thanks.
Yeah. So it's, as you can see already here, you have now, you have all the prices, right? You just sum all of them in the long way, or you can is reduce. Okay. Then const total prices dot, but you know, if I do reduce now, have you seen this data, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may cause a problem. So what's the first step I should do? Filter them. Filter and removing them out. So let's learn at the same time filtering. Filter the prices. Prices dot filter. And then again, price, one of the price. Then we return what? We return if price is different for, or maybe type of price. Number, how about this? Of course, there will be another method also, but don't do that. Let's see what we get. Console.log, filtered price. As you can see, 3, 6, 8, 10. Only these guys were sorted out or filtered. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Would that be also possible to use a trim in this case?
Trim. Trimming is not trim. Trim is it trims something in a string and from the left and right side.
Ah, okay. So it always have to be a value there anyway.
And the trim is also, yeah, just I'm not sure trim works. But this could be also another thing. For instance, MA type number. Okay, how about if we check it also like this? Price different from. We missed the other one, because if you see this doesn't have this, or we can go or what was the or operator?
Or price greater than 0.
Return price is different from 0. Actually, price different from 0.
And I think.
Yes, there's some sound. You may mute.
Or price greater than 0 or something like that.
Price greater than 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also help. Do you know why, guys? Because this value is equal to 0. The value when you evaluate this, it's going to be 0. So this is also one approach and a very good approach. So null value is 0 value. And when we compare, let me show you what this is equal to 0. True. Have you seen? It's true. But or if you'd also want space and with 0, true. So this means 0. Okay, great. Or another approach also, when you are mapping here, when we map, we can actually turn this to 0 also to avoid the filtering if we want. How can we do that? If product dot price is equal to this, mute your mic, please. Mute. Thank you, guys. If you mute, I don't have to go there to mute you for, okay. Then if product price this or this, actually, we can maybe it's better if we use, I know I'm mixing Python. I have seen it. Nice, because I was writing for Python all day long, whatever. Return 0 else return product dot price. Have you seen now? Have you seen how we mapped it even at the very beginning?
Yeah.
So we can avoid the others even while we do this. We manage to do this one. And even if this is possible too, I think we can write this in one-liner. Let's try to write this one-liner. Is it possible? A return if, yeah, I will show you also this. You are a ninja of ternary operator now, right? So I can remove this. If this, we return 0. If not, we return, oh no, it's long, but still okay. Even with this structure, even we don't have to have that. And we can just have this line and it should work. Yep. Ternary, do you remember the ternary, guys? I think we are complicating it by solving it in a different way. But if you know how to solve it in one way, that's okay. Now let's just, maybe you may need this code. I can keep it. I can keep this long code, one-liner, and also prices products dot map and price. You just explicit price. Product price, and this should be also product. Yeah. Now we will have this kind of structure, and from this we can filter. When we filter it, we got this. When we filter also, we can use this way, one way. Another way, we can check the data type. We are interested only the data type. Then we can say type of price should be number. Yeah. What is this? Number is not defined. I mean, yeah, it should be in string form. Yes.
So in this case, we have to say equals numbers, right?
Yeah,
Just
equals number. Yes, equals number. Right. Yeah, thank you. Equals number, and that's why if we, in this case, as you can see, we just got only the non-numbers. Now it should be numbers. And the safest way also, you can go for 3 equal signs. That's exactly equal. And now we filter it out. Now let's go for reduce. I think we can keep that. Reduce is console const or late const total map. Filter dot reduce. Reduce it, just take A and B, and you just sum up A with B. That's what you get. But I will show you. Log total. As you can see, we got 27. Reduce, if you are adding things by default, this has a 0. But now if we multiply this, actually, each value multiply, as you can see, everything became 0. So this should be 1. Actually, this reduce is so smart that now, even if you don't add that, it just knows. Just, you don't have to really care for the second argument, but there's an argument there. But maybe I may ask you, if you go here, I may ask you somewhere, reduce to some all the numbers in the numbers array, or maybe I don't know, somewhere I am asking you somewhere just to use only reduce to solve this in one line. You just no map or filter whatsoever. Somewhere it asks just reduce, and I will just leave that part for you. And guys, from JavaScript for Everyone or 30 days of JavaScript, this is a very good example. So it's really good to go through step by step. And for now, when do we use for each? As we have noticed that map return an array. Let's see. Yeah, map return an array. Filter return an array. And reduce return a single value. Okay, what does for each do? Numbers for each item index, and we can again console.log the item. So for each doesn't return anything, but it allows us to iterate through the items. As you can see now, I managed to iterate through the items. Okay. By now, you should understand the difference between map, filter, reduce, and for each. Now let's go to find. Const find something. For instance, 3. Where's 3? Numbers dot find, and from num, I can say return if num is equal to 3. So let's see, console.log. By the way, find returns one value, one item. If it's an array, a single array, the item. If it's array of arrays, the one array. If it's array of object, that one of the item, that's the object. Okay, then 3, I'm expecting 3 from here. Yeah, 57. Maybe index, const index of 3. Numbers dot find index, and number num is equal to 3. Not 3. As you can see, we didn't see it, but I usually like adding this. Index of 3. As you can see, index of 3 is 2. You can count it 0, 1, 2. Great. What is left? I think we're left with some and every. Okay. So now let me say all our are evens. Do you think are all these number even?
No.
No, let's check. I can say numbers, dot, sum. Num divided by 2, and if their value is equal to 0, then let's print console.log all are evens. For some reason, some, yeah, as you can see, it's some of them are evens. We have 2 and 4. How about if I change this to every, it will be false. Yeah, guys, in just half an hour, we managed to cover all the functional programming, and I hope try to do this again. And hey, guys, there's quite a lot of them here. Yes, go there and devour it. Okay, I think we should have a break.
Sorry, excuse me if I may ask. So all what we did now is a function.
Yes, functional programming, yes. Well, functional programming means it's already, as you can see, there are also a method for arrays. This is an array. It's just a method here. It's an array, it's a method. It's an array, and we use them with an array. You should remember that we use them with an array. We have an array at the top, and it allows us to manipulate the array. When it comes to solving a problem, most of the time, our data structure is array. And when you go interview, also, most of the questions come from arrays.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. Shall we have a break of 15 minutes?
Sure.
Great. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. We covered functional programming again. Now let's create a folder, and actually we create this folder using create React app. So we have to write, I have to click in over here. Yes, and I have to be sure it's here. And I want to use, instead of this PowerShell, I want to use, how do I open the, no. Sometimes, what do I have here? Oh, 4 of them. Let's destroy. Yes, git bash. I prefer git bash. This is how I open, guys, git bash. And I believe you have git bash. And so I want to go to week 4. And now let's write npx create React app, and the name of the project, I call it
week 4.
Week 4, because we have another week 4 inside. I would say it, state state and class based and state. So this is the project name, because we are going to talk about class-based component, and we also talk about state, yeah? So I gave it this name. Is it okay? It's just a name, and this is going to be a folder inside here. Let's run it. If you open this already, it might be there. Have you seen it? Yes. Now we should stop also this running. So you have to wait for it for some time.
So is this the same thing we did on Monday? Because
Yes.
Oh, okay, great. I'm doing it now because
Yes.
I didn't do it. Yeah.
What was it? What did he write? Can you remind me?
Okay, what I wrote.
Was it start?
NPX.
Create.
And I can just copy this for you. Inside. Copy and
Nice. Thanks.
You can give any name for it, but we chose to call it class, component, state. Class-based component and state, because today our topic is more of about this. Let's see what we have. It's not complete yet. We give it some time. Yeah, it's great. It's complete now. So it tells you what to do. Go to CD and class component. Yes, and then write yarn start, but I can say npm start. And then it should launch the React boilerplate. Yes, it's coming.
So what's the difference between Yarn and npm?
It's the same.
We can also use npm.
Yes. And at some point, Yarn was a bit faster to use, but now I think they update the npm, and npm is also fast, so that's why I'm not using Yarn that much. So it's just the same thing. That's why I don't like to mix and confuse you. Just use Yarn, npm. Sometimes I may forget and mix, and you may, if you just get confused, you may tell me that you didn't know what it means. So this is the project. Yeah. And then last time I told you this, the node module, it has all the JavaScript libraries we need to run React. Yeah, the React DOM, Babel, and other important libraries that we need are here. And here the favicon you see at the top, and the index, the one and the only HTML file you may have on your React project. And these are also related to favicons. Last time we talked about it. And source, most of the time you spend your time inside this project. Git ignore, whenever you want to ignore, that means you don't want to push it to GitHub, so you put it like this. So that means now we are not going to push the node part. It will not be pushed. Everything listed here, the file names and the folders listed in here will not be pushed to GitHub. Yes, package JSON. This is the kind of shopping list. You know, when you go to shopping list, you have to have a list of items or products you want to buy from the shop, right? So these are also the list of packages that has been installed in the project. And when we install, it will also come and listed here. Yeah, so maybe, for instance, if I want to show you how to install something right away, for instance, let's install something. By the way, your application is running now, right? So since it's running, it's sometimes some people may stop and install, but that is a bit tedious, stopping and running. So what I would recommend, open a new terminal. Maybe I want to terminate a yes, and then go to week 4 and cd. Yes, someone type cd or project name. What was next?
So what was next step? Mine just finished this.
Yes, cd and the name of the project name.
Okay.
Project name. Then after that, npm start. npm start. npm start. Great. Yeah, so as you can see now, I have two tabs here, terminals. Now I can install something, like for instance, yarn, npm install. What may I install? How about Axios? Axios actually help us to fetch data, like fetch. So let's see. Now it's just to see how to install, okay, guys? Yeah, so far, if you go to the dependencies, there is no Axios, right? But we have the React, the React and the React DOM. And this is the one that allow us to spin by itself. After some time, the Axios package, what I am installing now, will be here. And this is the npm start that allow us to start, build, to bundle it, to run test, eject. I've never used it, but I think to reverse some process. Yeah, I think maybe my internet or it's a bit slow. Let's just give it some time until Axios scans.
How can I stop already existing server in port 3000?
Control S, Control C, Control C. Control C can allow you to stop the. How? It took more time than expected, but let's see. Okay, it will be here. We don't have to wait for it, guys, because it will be installed and it will be here. And we will check it later. In the meantime, let's just clean this and start working because, okay, now if you want to clean this part of the file, you can clean it, but I'm not interested there. I don't want to touch it. And today we don't have to remove everything we have here. We can just go on this part of the file and start working. As you can see, you have the boilerplate, the spinner, this, and then you just come here and remove some part, maybe just step by step. Yeah, and inside the header, maybe you write it, getting started React maybe, and this should appear. Yeah, it's there because of the CSS. If you want to destroy the CSS, it is actually here. We can remove the CSS, but we can just keep it there. Yeah, we have seen how to do it from scratch last time, but today we don't touch it. Yeah, but now I want to show you already React gave me one component, and that component is this one. It's written in a functional, like the function declaration. If I want, I can change it to kind of an row function, right? And it will be if I want. That's okay. Yes. Great. How about if I want some because I want to refresh instead of starting just class-based component, let's refresh a bit what we have learned. And also let's connect the dots by also using the map, what we have learned a few minutes ago. Yes, you have here, yeah, it's a data. Maybe you may have a product, okay, products actually. Products is actually, it's a kind of, what is this? A kind of items or products. So you return what? Some JSX div, I'll let you go. Yeah, just item 1, item name actually. No, don't go. Item name. Item name, item price, item description. Such kind of attributes or properties are so common when it comes to product, right? And let's render this component here. Now, if you render this here, this will be the parent and this will be the child. Then let's just render it here. Products. Item 1, item 2 price. Yeah, that's so nice. Yeah, maybe now you may understand to where I'm heading to, guys, because you have learned already map. So I require you to map this products in one of the component, and I want you to display it here. Okay, then this product, it seems that it takes another, maybe a kind of another items, another component, a child component. It's going to be product. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, sorry. And then honest, we call it product, the single product, or then this single product is actually, yeah, because this is really common for you, then I think I can just return this, a single. And then here we can do div. So then how many, I can, for instance, if I want to display here many products, product 1, product 2, product 3. Yeah. As you can see, how many products already? Tell me.
4.
4 product. Now, if your data is dynamic and when you render different data, then you will see different products. But now the data is static, right? So you just see the same thing. Then actually, hey, products, let's imagine products equal to products, which is coming from here. Imagine this, this is, imagine a database somewhere, but we can also put it here. Yeah, now if you go and check here props and console.log props, maybe you may see already there. Have you seen it? It's so beautiful. You have it already, but now you have to go one step down to get the products. That's why we used last time just the spread. We have this, the spread. Hey, go and just spread it. We spread it. Now we have just the data right away. Yeah, nice. Then you can just, what you can do now, instead of just doing this, I can go inject the data, props dot map product, and I can just product. I can just do this. For some reason, what happened? Let's see. And we don't need this anymore. Okay, yeah, because the problem here, I think I should have done it somehow differently in an array. Let me see.
I did have same problem.
Okay, I can comment this out. Yeah, this commenting out. So let's do what's the structure looks like. What do we have the structure? This is just, oh, so I think it's we can put, yeah, let me do.
I also noticed that I need to manually refresh the browser. It doesn't refresh on itself.
Yeah, that's good. It's okay. Yeah, some minor thing there. What's this? Let's see. What does it mean? Let me just remove this line and see what's happening. Okay, everything is going okay. Let's do the products and by okay, objects not available. Right child, where exactly? 19. But we didn't products here products. Let me just remove and have some product, single product from the top. And if I do products and products. Yeah, so far okay. So now let's check what we have the props here. Console props. Yeah, that's great. Now, as you can see, we can destructure products from the props. No problem with this, actually. Yeah, this is good. Then we can just work on this. Then what we can do here, honest products, and then we can say props. I'm structuring it. Then you can come here, products.map, and then single product, and we can map it to the single product, this one. Now, as you can see, we don't need this part, and we don't need this printing also. Let's refresh. As you can see, you have how many items?
6
items, and that should be coming from this. Now, what are the name of the items? And okay, now this is not very good. H1 name. the name is going to be coming from here. There should be props. Okay. The props is actually, we can again restructure it. Product, props, and then product dot name. There's something wrong. If something goes like this, what we should do, let's just forget this for some time and see what we have here actually. Console.log product. Yeah, it says actually undefined. So then let's see console.log the props, or the props itself here. Yeah, and the props is also empty, so we were not passing here. So product, this call to product. I'm passing this product. Now actually we're getting data that looks good. So we have destructured it, and now if we say product.name, we may most probably get data, but not because actually, let's see what's the at number 9, product. It doesn't have a name actually, it's just the value is product. Yes, so I have to call it product.product. So actually, the name is so not nice thing. And then now let's add P, and we can use product dot price. Yeah. As you can see, now we have some kind of items, but what about the other? Let's see, what does it have? It has just price and this. If it has description, for instance, description, let's just modify this, the best banana ever grown. Yes, that's what we offer. And then again, I just duplicate that. Yes.
Sorry, can you show the whole code you have now?
Okay, I will show you. So what I have is actually this, and let's make it in somehow, for some reason, just how about if I share with you? I can just link. Yeah, but the ESLint should allow. My ESLint for some reason is freezing and it's not working. Okay, so how about if I just select this part and put here
Description spelling is incorrect, so maybe.
Okay, so then if that's the case, we can just do description and great. Okay, so we have this data, and now we can also add a description for our product, right? If you just, we can say product description. Yeah, as you can see now we have, but everything is talking about banana. So let's just make the best banana grown, right? and it's going to be the same thing. Mango, yes, and potato for potato lovers, potato, and then avocado, and then coffee. The best coffee to drink can be found here. And what else do we have? Tea, yes. Best tea ever grown. Yes, everything is just super. Yep. So we mapped it just like this. And what do we have? All of them do have something in common. That's the name, the price, and the description. But at some point, this doesn't have anything. But how about if you, like, this number is so confusing, right? What number is it? Is it a price, or what is that? Then now let's add some kind of a tag, you know, small price in euro maybe, or whatsoever. Yes, but what does it mean? Now your function is, it's breaking. Have you seen this? Okay, price, 3 euro, it makes sense. 6 euro. This doesn't make sense at all. How can we fix this?
I think it's because there's no price there.
Yes, yeah, there's no price there. So sometimes when you fetch data from API or from a database, some of the fields might not have the data, and you may end up like this. What do? We call it this is conditional rendering. Okay, so how do we solve that?
We change it to 0.
It's okay. We can 0, and the price is not. It's a good idea to make it 0. Let's do something called, for instance, in this. Let me show you something. True. This will be rendered. Where did I put that? At the top, right? Have you seen this? Will be rendered. Have you seen it here?
Yeah.
And how about if we change a false this? You don't see anything. So if you compare a false and a true value, a false and a JSX, the JSX will be hidden. But if this value is true, then this will be rendered. So in our case, what we should do, okay, then I can just put the price here. If price exists, then I will do this. So as you can see, price 3 euro. What? How? Price.
Is it equal true?
There's no conditional statement there. That's why.
Yeah, but this is somehow a kind of a conditional. Don't you remember when it was true? For instance, if you make it true here,
then what?
It will be all the time. It will work all the time. If you change this false, you don't see anything at all. Yeah, you don't see anything at all. So now what we should do, if you remember, Anjula told us that if this is greater than 0, do you remember how we filtered out? Yeah, that means anything except the null values, the other numbers are greater than 0. So this is a kind of a condition. Then those like, for instance, tea, there's no price. And for a potato, there's no price. Or that maybe this is one way, but you can also change this to maybe we can do, this is ternary, and we can say price is not available. So price is not available. Price is €6. So now we saw conditional rendering, one way of conditional rendering. And we also managed to create this, the banana thing. So for instance, if we want to style this, we have this class name. We can call it product. However, this is going to be class name products, right? Because this is, now you can just go to the CSS and write some style. If you don't want this, you can comment it out and it will be like this. But I think let's just, you know,
Could you share part of the code?
Of course, yes, I do.
You.
I think I should share all of it. And then I have to on Telegram. Now let's add some style, for instance, dot products. I think product, a single products, okay. Border 5 pixels, solid green, so it's easy for you to see all the products. Yeah, have you seen now each component? Yeah, the components are those. And let's add margin top and bottom like 5 pixel and auto just, yeah, and we don't really need this kind of a border, just for the time being, let's make it like, and we may need also some kind of a padding of just 20 pixel in all direction. And it looks somehow, and maybe we don't even need a background. I don't know where the background, because we have a couple of CSS. So have you seen also, we have also here another CSS. We can also comment this out. Now we just see our own thing. But by the way, when you map also at the same time, let me show you, maybe you want this product to be uppercase. Why not? You can change it to here to uppercase. Now it looks like a proper product. Yeah. So now even let's add more, maybe box shadow 0 pixel, whatever 0 pixel, and maybe 5 pixel, 3 pixel, some RGB whatsoever, but I can change this to now RGB and some kind of a shadow, border shadow. And that's too much already. And then 3 and 2, and maybe I think this is too dark. And you can add opacity and it will be small, 0.5. And don't add any border and it will be fine. So we created a kind of a card, a product card that talks about each product. The same thing, right? Last time we've been talking about course. Now we talk about a product. Is it clear, guys? So once you make a very good component, and that will be replicated. Now we should stop talking about this functional component and let's move on to, and I will keep this code by just calling it some name. You can reuse it later and then call it products. products.js. Yeah, everything is here. So you can try to reuse it if you want by moving it to somewhere. Now I have to destroy everything we have. Okay, so I will destroy starting from here. Destroy here. Everybody loves destroying, right? And we don't need this. Destroy everything. Yes. And I will just write here. Welcome to class based components. Yeah. So now you are officially welcomed to learn class-based components. So far, you've been learning functional components. Yeah. Okay. So why we call them functional components? Because functional components are made of functions, but class-based components are made of classes. Then how do we write class in JavaScript? Class, and then if it's about animal, we say animal. Is it clear? Does it familiar to you guys?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, this animal may have lots of code inside. If we want to create a child from animal, let's make a dog. Class, a dog. Yes, how do we do that? And then, because this dog wants to inherit all what animal class has. Inheritance is a resource, what's this? A cheap way of acquiring resource. Yeah, like when you acquire something from ancestors or here in coding. So extends to animal. Is it familiar?
Yes.
If this is familiar, I'm not going to go deep. And now let's import the React here. Import React from React. This is what I want. And I want to call this, instead of dog, what do I want to call it? And this one from where? From React. And from React, there is a component which is he coming there from that class, And we don't need this. Yes. Because we wrote it 2 times, it's crying. Actually, this gave us this render. Render is already a method there. We should write. So that's the step. And then this render should return one JSX. And then now let me destroy this. And it should return H1 should return JSX. How? Yeah, now you wrote your first class-based component. Great. Now let's just, instead of just rewrite everything, I want to get from this part, I just take the return part of this and keep it here. We have to return too much. Yeah, now you wrote, and we don't need a header whatsoever, and we don't need this. What is the difference between functional component and this can have a state? But it works the same as the previous. For instance, we can bring all the data what we have in the products somewhere I store, and it works again. For instance, I will show you again because it's good. I get it back, and let's put it here. How many components do we have? We have one component, another components. And again, we have to go to the products and get this data. Yeah. This data. If you have some kind of a data like that, where are you going to put? Here? No, no, no. Here you write only methods, class methods, but after here, you can put it here. And then let's see, how about this value? Now, let's just, maybe I can just take it there, everything, and it looks like the same thing all over again. I can just, oh yeah, it looks like. Now let's practice actually. How can you change this to a class-based component? Help me with this. Let's change to class. Yeah, then you don't need this. Extends React component, and then let's remove this. And again, let's just copy this for a while. We agree that we need render, right? Then I can copy what? Yes, this is what you need. But there's a problem here. Props is known in here. If you are using a class-based component, the props is available. The props can be available using this dot props. Yes, this dot props. Now it worked again, but we transformed this function to a class-based component. Okay, we're left with this one, and help me out. Just class. And then this one also just extends to, you tell me now.
React.component.
Yes, the same thing all over again. That's why people can remember this by heart. But this part should be wrapped inside the render. And you just, now I told you that if you are using class-based component, the props can be available from this dot props. The rest will be the same. Now we have transferred what we have here to a class-based component. Nice. So now we got a very good example. So we can store it this. That's class-based component products. .js, because for you it's easy to grab it and okay, great. So where are we? Let's get back to this file and let's destroy everything we have, because if there's too much information, it's hard to grasp. And what we need is only this value. We don't need also all this. And we just need only this. Yes. I want to ask you a question. H1, do you love React? Tell me. No? You don't love React? I don't. No? Everybody's just quiet. Okay. Please show your love to React, guys. Okay, H2. What is your state now? Are you super excited? Are you energetic? Are you happy? Are you overjoyed? Are you on cloud nine? At least I'm super excited to talk about my state. Yes, this is how you write state. State means a state of being something, a condition of being something. For instance, I'm teaching right now. Yeah, that's just, so state can change. For instance, if the state of a substance can be what? It can be liquid, can be gas, or it can be a solid at different state. Let's see, for instance, count. Count is 0, right? Now, so the state of the count is now, it's a 0. How do we access this state, by the way? Let's try to access the state here. Console.log this dot state allow us to access this value. And by, of course, this should be open all the time, guys. If you go here, your state is 0. Okay, let me just change it to 1. Oh, the state is now 2. And let's change to 3. Yeah, it's changing, but manually, right? Yes. Let me just render that h1 count the count value. So this dot state dot count. Yeah, have you seen this here now? Count. And if I change this to 4, it changed to 4. But let's get it back to 0. Yes, so now we have to have some kind of a button. We didn't talk about a button so far. And this button actually maybe add 1, maybe add maybe 1, add 1. So it's just add 1 when we click, yeah. But how do we attach this? We can write on click in line, and we can write a function like this on click, and it could be anonymous function alert hi. Yeah, so now if I click, it says hi. Oh, that's the good news. But instead, let's see the value. Alert this dot state dot count. Yeah, 0. Yeah, the value gives me 0. But now the point is actually, instead of that, how about just whenever I click, this should increment. Okay, let's do that. This is how we use the set state. We have this value set state in. Okay. Set this set state. And then every time what we should say, count is equal to this dot state dot count plus 1. As you can see, I grab. So if I just do this, it's increasing. But what I have this already a function, a built-in function. Hey, count. Go to this dot state, grab it, and every time do this. Increment by. Okay. Now let's add another button. Maybe we just also -1. Now it's not connected yet. I didn't. Now, if you missed it from the previous one, look at me how I do. On click, and then let's curly bracket, and let's write anonymous function alert minus. Now you have to refresh it. Minus. Have you seen minus? Of course, it doesn't say minus yet. Whatever, but we don't care about that. Okay, then what we can do actually, again, this dot set state, and then we have to grab the count, and then this dot state dot count, we have to subtract 1 every time. Yeah. Now let's go up to 10 maybe. No. Yes.
Sorry, excuse me. Hello.
Yes.
Is it possible to eliminate this in this line or not?
No, no. This is this is very important. This allows you to grab the state. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole this when we talk about object and class, this refers to the class. So you can't eliminate.
Can I do this also with the?
Hmm?
Can I do this also with the const components, like the normal, like the previous ones?
In that case,
Or do I need the class?
You need this only if you use class-based components. In that case, it's a bit different. We didn't use, we will state at the very beginning, a state only exists in class-based components. But nowadays, there's also a way to use state with functional components, and we will learn about that. That's React hooks. We will learn about that later. Not like maybe the end of the course. It's hooks, but I want you also to understand this. There are quite a lot of codes written in this way. So now how many buttons we have? This button and this button, and we don't need this. So but now, as you can see, writing inline code is not a very good thing. So it's better if we write this code somewhere else. Yeah, how? We can call this add one, and we can write some kind of a function, something like this. And you bring this code, you take it out, and put it here. And you can call that this add one. By now it should work, but why? What did I do wrong? Yeah, I think it was not closed here. Yes, now again, if we try, it works. Again, now let's also move this part of the code at the top, because that's more elegant. And we are going to call it also -1, minus or subtract 1, subtract, or just -1. And you can call it here, this dot -1. If you have seen, I didn't invoke the function. Why I didn't invoke it? I didn't use this. Why? What happened?
I think maybe because we have used it in front of add one and then -1.
Can you repeat?
I said maybe because you have used it in front of add one, that's number 9, and then number 12 in front of minus as a function.
Yeah, but still, yeah, because this is the function. This function has been called here. So why we didn't invoke the function like this? So that was not a very convincing answer. I could say because event has to be triggered by human touch, right? By human interactions most of the time. For instance, this click. So we are actually passing it as in a kind of a callback here, and it will be invoked by itself when we touch it. Yeah. Now, as you can see, it's increasing. Have you seen? It's increasing. So now if you do the other way. So this is the state. Is your state still happy after state?
Yep.
Correct.
Sorry, I want to ask something. I don't know, maybe I'm too forward.
Mhm.
Instead of on click, is it possible to use on mouse and to see the reaction?
Of course, yes. Okay, now let's do another button, and I call that on mouse move. On mouse enter is the available. And I will show you here something. I may show you something. For instance, I can keep something here. And then we can say, let's make a function, make me happy. Crazy. Anyway, let's, our state could be, we can even add additional mood. I can say happy. And then this mood, actually, you can say this dot set state. By default, actually, we can say just empty by default. No one knows it. And mood to happier. Now, the point actually, whenever you click, so make me happy, it comes here, this dot state dot mood. Make me happy. Have you seen? But now, how about if it leaves? Okay, if it leaves, let's show that we are not happy when someone leaves, and let's show that then on mouse leave, on mouse leave, we can show also some emotion. Then do not leave. It's a function, do not leave. You can say, please don't leave, do not. So, yeah. Today's function is this dot state mood. Please do not leave. Yeah, of course we have to call that. No, do not leave. This do not leave. Have you seen? If you are around, yes, this is how I feel also, guys. When you are around, when you come to class, I become so happy. And when you just do not show up, please do not leave me alone. Great. Well, I didn't think this example, but it just makes it just work.
And then, sorry, what actually means that on click, if we put on mouse enter, is it possible to count like 1, 2, 3?
Of course, yes. Yes. Just change it to mouse on mouse enter. It's just an event. So have you seen it?
Yeah.
I'm not clicking, I'm just hovering. That means enter, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, but this doesn't have, so. Yeah, you noticed it, right? So it doesn't matter about the event. What it matters is how your function works, yeah?
Okay.
You can slap it or click it whatsoever. So of course we have different command like key down, mouse in, mouse enter, mouse click, all those kind. But that's a very good question. Guys, what do you think about the state? Do you understand how the state works?
Does state usually use a function to change?
Yes, you should have. Now, for instance, let's have some thing that's change name. Name Sabena, and let's add this p again. This and this dot state dot name. Why? So as you can see, state is a kind of an object. You can write many states. And then now the plan is actually to add this annoying, right? No, but it's okay. Well, so button, change the name. Button change name. So whenever we click this button, it should make it to, it should change this person, okay? This person. Now let's add one click. This dot change name. Yeah, so we didn't write the function yet, so change name. It's something like this. Then actually this dot state from name we can change it to from Sabena to Yobi and finish. Okay, have you seen it change? But it's stuck. It's not changing anymore. It's stuck. When I'm clicking, I want this to toggle Yob and Sabena at the same time. Of course, at different time. How can I achieve that? Tell me, guys. You're a JavaScript ninja and help me out to solve this problem.
Use a conditional.
Yes, conditional. Yes. So what I should do, I should say, let this dot state dot name equal to Sabena change it to name. As you can see now, I'm just, if this dot state name is equal to Sabena, Yob. Else, keep it to again to Sabena. Okay, now this may change it. Then now I can just drop name like this. Name is equal to the name which is coming from here, like this. Yeah, but in ES6 we can just leave like one like this and it's okay. You can write it also like that. Oh yeah, great. Now instead of changing someone's name, let's just add, just to enforce your learning, let's just add one state button, change background color. Change background color. Well, of course, if you click on here, nothing happens. We have to have a color, some kind of a color. Color, we may start from a white, and but we have to have the function here, change color, and okay, so but we have to have this style, our style here, and style, and background color is equal to this dot state dot color, because we can just check by now. Before that, also let's change this black, guys. You will see it. Oh yeah, but you know guys, because now you can even change the background of the body. But for, let's see, of course, if we make this to full height, let's see, mean height, and I can change it to 100 view height, and you will see definitely it's already, because this stretched to the down all the way. So now let's change our color using this. Yeah, for instance, I can just copy this code again, and this color, if it is white, I change it to maybe black, and maybe I think it's black is not a good thing, maybe a kind of a gray, and then change it to again the state, maybe the state, that no, that's not good. Change it to white again. What happened?
Is it possible to use 3 colors?
Yeah, there might be a possibility. Wait, I will copy that. Now, if you see, why not color this dot state? Color, if the color, yeah, because I don't have an initial of white. Yeah. No, that one. Well, tap in. Did I attach it? No. Oh yeah, guys, we didn't attach it also here on click. These dots, change color. Now, when we click, yeah, so this actually will help you to develop what? It will help you to develop this night mode and night mode and day mode for your website. Great. Any question?
Yeah, how can we use 3 colors?
3 colors, I think a better way, I make, for instance, you made better way, condensed colors, okay? Maybe I can just go to 30 days of React, 30 days of React. And if you go, let's generate color, maybe 50 colors. I have 50 colors here. I can go here. And now I have honors colors. And if you see, I have list of colors, right? And now I can randomly choose one of them. And maybe if you want to use the DEMI data from this website, and it's very powerful now because it's really generate quite lots of different data. So it is good. So now, as you said, instead, I may say this is not even a very good thing. I can say index. So mat.random. And I may say, have you been in my JavaScript lesson? Again, mat.lore, and then I may just time this, and then colors dot length. This all the time randomly selects one index. Yeah. And what it does actually, then what I can do, let color colors index. And then now a color is already randomly chosen and it's set. Now if I choose it, now I will have a chance to get, oh, sorry. Yep. What do you think?
Great.
Yeah, so it's not 3 you can make, but if you don't, first you have to have it. If you don't have it, you can't just do out of from yeah. So I have this, but even you don't have to have this. We can make use of the generator itself here. We can generate right away and make use. Where is our generator? We have to go back, so we don't have to. I think the generator is much better. You can put the generator, color generator here. Okay, great. Is it clear so far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we move on? Okay, then.
Sure.
If your state is so clear now, let's move on to handling form. Yeah, so when it comes to form, everybody knows about, for instance, input, right? Why input? Yeah. What do you know about input? Yeah, input is so, input field is so cheap that you can just, what is that? Yeah. By the way, React doesn't allow you just to leave it like this. It should be self-closing. Yeah. Okay. Now, so cheap. We got just one input field, but you know that input field can take a name attribute, a placeholder, a value, an ID, a class, lots of attributes, you know that. And the type, by changing the type, we can change it to checkbox if we want, or a radio button, yeah, whatsoever, right? Checkbox, check what box, and it will be just a checkbox, as you can see, yes. And if you change this to radio, it will be a radio button. And if you change this to a number, it handle a number actually, yeah. And if you change this to a date, it will be a date. And if you add also date time, local date time, and local, and it will add this timing. Yeah, I'm just to remind you also. And if you add, we saw the color, right? If you are interested to choose your favorite color of someone's favorite color when he is applying a job, yes, quite a lot of things here. And also we have another text area, you know it. And maybe again here what I forgot, file, to handle a file, something like this. Yeah, it opened in another, but it's okay. So this is, and in addition, something I forgot, a select and option here. We can add option. Finland, for instance, if we want to select countries, and yeah, we can add a couple of them. This is all you need to, how about Estonia and Sweden, and yes. Yeah, so these are the things related to form handling. Let's start from here, okay? From a simple text box, text field. Oh, great, yeah. How about if it has a value here, unnamed? Can you change this? It's impossible to change it. Yeah? It's impossible to change it, right?
Yeah.
But have you noticed that this has a memory, this input field? It has a memory. Yeah? You write something, it stores it there. Yeah, it keeps it for you for some time. Yeah, it has some kind of a memory. So this you can get it using get value. If you remember, do you remember, guys? Get value.
Yep.
Yes, you get the value by, we've been handling data, yes, during the JavaScript lesson. Okay, now let's just say value instead of like value, and I may say, whatever, my name, okay, and inject here in the value also this dot state dot value. Oh, I forgot maybe the comma. The comma here. As you can see, my name again. If you just some text, yes, some text. But can I modify it? No, it's impossible. Oh yeah. Okay, but there's some hope that whenever. Okay, how can we get this value? Let's write some text here. I mean, event on change. It's not on click, on change. This is on change maybe alert e dot target dot value. Yeah, have you seen when I'm touching it? At least I'm getting there. Yeah, but we don't want to be a fixed value. So let's make this empty. If it's empty, can I write? Yeah, I wrote H, but it doesn't allow me to keep right. Maybe it's because of the alert. Alert is so annoying, guys. I'm not in favor of our alert in what I'm writing, and even it's annoying. Let's do console.log. That's so beautiful, right? Yes, but I think we wrote additional that. Okay. Have you seen I wrote F? Yeah, and at least I see what I'm writing. I'm writing A, B, C, D. Do you see it from the console, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know, the user has to see what he's writing from the user interface. Yeah. I hope you don't expect your user to open the console and check what's happening. So you never do that. And let's fix that. It has to appear here. So how? So we can write some handle on change or handle change. By the way, the names are not just we are making these names. This dot set state value. Which value? This value. This value. Where do we want to get it? E dot target dot value. And we can keep E here from here. Okay, great. Then instead, we can just call that here. This dot handle change. Now let's write. Oh yeah, that's so lovely. We managed to handle and we can see what we are writing. Even have you seen the state has been updated? Look at it. Every second when you write, get updated. Even you can see what's happening. We call this, what's this call it? Two-way data binding. I may show you. If you say this dot state dot value, you may see what's happening when I'm writing. Let's see what we write over here. It's so nice. Whatever. Yeah. So then why we need to do such kind of things? Because if you do something, you can restrict the user, because we are handling you, we are updating the state for every text, for every character. Okay. Then how about if we implement a simple to-do app, or maybe something can add, or maybe a student. Let's add our students. Yes, I'm interested in. Okay, how many students do we have currently, guys? How many students do we have currently?
11.
11 or 10.
11.
No, yeah, but here in our state.
10.
10. No, in our state here. How many students do we have in our state here?
At the moment, none.
It's 0. It's just empty array, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, great. Now let's count our students, number of H2, or any, for instance, number of students. You can just this dot state dot students dot length, and then if you see number of students 0. Okay, then I want to add a student to here. And then we have to have a function, add student. Yes. And we have to have a button also to add a student. Button. Yeah, when you click, a student will pop up. Okay, how? At least his name. So here we are going to handle the name. Okay. Let me think about that. So I go here, then what I should do, this first, yeah, actually this dot state dot students. Dot push this dot state dot value. You can do something like this directly, but we have to use this state, this dot set state. We have to use the students. This is how we modify. Let me show you. Students. And then first, if you do something like this, we are directly actually mutating the data, so it's not good. So what you should do, another way and easy way, concat slice. First, you have to have a copy of the students. So concat slice, and spread operator can save you or can keep you from mutating. So I can go for a spread operator dot this dot state dot students. Now I'm copying the, and then after I copy, I can add additional this dot state dot value. This is the new student, and these are the previous student. Okay, this is one way of updating the state. Let's see. Okay, Now, if you see Sabine, but did we attach? So first we have to attach on click, and you have to add student. This add student. Okay, now let's see Sabine. And if we click on over here, and after this, let's see what we have inside. Have you seen here? Okay, how about Kirsi? Add Kirsi. Kirsi is here, guys. How about add him? Oh yeah. How about Angela? How about? Yeah. So have you seen it's adding students, right? And even the number of students is increasing here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, but now this application seems it's a kind of poor, or because it just takes someone's first name alone. It doesn't take, I mean, that doesn't really make a big application. It has to take quite a lot of data. Yeah. Like first name, country, whatsoever, those kind of things. We have still left with about half an hour, so we can do quite a lot. Do you need a break? Or shall we continue?
We can continue.
Okay, great. So we just buy some energy and let's move on. Yeah, if we, in what condition we have to use concat, slice, and split? Yes, Femi asked a very, very good question. Yes. Do you know, I think everybody has to listen to this statement. Do you know, guys, data mutation? Do you know?
Yep.
Anyone who doesn't know data mutation?
I don't know.
Yes, great.
Yeah, I don't know it very well.
Okay, great to hear. Mutate means it's just modifying the original data. Yeah, so you can modify your original data, but you have to be aware of that you are mutating deliberately. Yeah. If you are mutating without your knowledge, then that's a disaster in your function or in your application. So let's do why the reason I do this. So I can use the spread, I chose spread operator, but I could also use concat, okay? Honest, I can say students, then students.concat, this dot actually concat, and then this dot state dot a value. This is one of the, then I don't have to do this step, and then I can just one of the methods. So this allows me to copy it. So I am not touching directly this one. This will be manipulated using the state, the set state method, not this step. So first I have to copy it. Now let's add someone. Why? Concat, did I make a mistake? Cannot add students before. Yeah. I have to say this. Yeah. This dot students, I'm accessing it. I accessed it, but I didn't do any manipulation. The concat doesn't affect. So again, I think cannot read property concat of undefined. Okay, then I think I may have forgot the concat. Yes. Array concat. I'm in favor of more W3 school then, because so Yeah, we should use this. We have the first array, the second array. Then you have the first array, and when you concat, you will have this person, and at the end you will have five people. That's the point. But what did I made wrong here? This dot students concat, and then I add this dot state dot validate. It's fine. Is someone speaking?
Should not braces be curly braces in this that stated value?
This?
Yeah.
Because in concat we have to have two arrays, so this should be also an array.
Mhm.
Have you seen? Let me see. Let me try to debug my code. What was the problem? Error. Cannot act student. Is that the same error? Oh, no, let's see. Okay, cannot. Property concat of undefined this. Oh, guys, we forgot something. Who can tell me? And what we forgot is next to the cursor, the blink state. Because this student doesn't exist. Yeah. State, I have to say this dot state students. First, I have to access it from this state. Okay, great. Now type. Yeah, now it's working, as you can see. Another student coming, someone is coming. Now we have used concat, and actually concat is also short. Even you don't have to declare it here. You can just copy this part. You don't have to have it here. You can just put it here, and it will be just one liner, and still it will work. Another student is coming, another is coming. And the others slice. Okay, how do we do the slice? Instead of concat, we can say slice. After we slice, we can push it. Slice, and then first we slice, then push the value. Which value? The new value. This one. This. And let's do also another student. Ah, that's nice. Okay, maybe what's wrong? This dot student slice is not a function. How? This dot state dot students dot slice. No, this should work. Why? Okay, slice chess. For instance, the plan is just this to slice all of them. If we just change this to just normal 0 without, we have to slice all of them. Why? Oh, then I was making a mistake then. Oh, I have to run this first, maybe. Yeah, this allows us to copy them. That's what I was trying. Maybe let me just declare it outside sometimes. Let students. Yeah, this is what we have sliced. And then the students dot push this dot state dot value, the new one. Then after that, as you can see, I'm just pushing it separately. Then after that, we can return it like student to students. If this doesn't work, then I think, yeah, it's working. Yeah, great. So as you can see, but if you have two values are the same, you don't have to have that. So how many methods do we use? 3 of them. Is it okay to use all of either? It's okay. So good. Any of the methods that is best for you, it's just okay. But I'm in favor of the what is this? The spread. So this dot state dot students, and then again this dot state dot value. We spread it, and then we add the additional student in the other side. Now, if you do also this, we are adding students. Okay, great. Thank you, Femi, for asking. Now we have seen the 3 methods of avoiding mutation of an array. And next, we will also learn how to avoid mutation of object.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so definitely if they see that in your React app, if you are just mutating, then people know that you don't know what you're really doing. Okay, so now let's make this person more like, how about